We all know that once Rodrigo Borgia rose into papacy as Pope Alexander VI, he was quick to legitimize his children who would help him to fulfill his ambitions. So, who were the children? First, we have Juan, who was the Pope's most favored son, and he was appointed Duke of Gandia, a noble title that held significant prestige for both Italy and Spain. This title gave him privileges and allowed him to form alliances with other powerful families to enhance the Borgia family's influence. Also, he was given an important military role as Captain General of the Papal Army. In this position, he was responsible for commanding the papal forces and participating in military campaigns. Unfortunately, his promising career came to a tragic end in 1497. Juan was found dead in the Tiber River in Rome, showing signs of violence. Despite the thorough investigation, no suspects were identified, and his death remains unsolved. Next, we move to Cesare, who was one of the most notorious figures of the Renaissance. When Rodrigo Borgia became Pope, Cesare was made a cardinal to secure power and influence for the Borgia family within the church. However, as time passed, Cesare was dissatisfied with the limitations of his role as a cardinal. Cesare was an ambitious man, and all he ever wanted was to have political and military power like his brother Juan. Eventually, Cesare resigned from his cardinalship and he was given the title Duke of Valentino. This title allowed him to pursue his ambitions, which was engaging actively in military campaigns. He also assumed the title Captain General of the Papal Forces, a position previously held by Juan before his tragic death in 1497. Although Cesare's military leadership was characterized as brutal, he successfully expanded Borgia family's influence in significant parts of Italy, making him a pivotal figure in Renaissance military and political history. While Cesare strengthened the family's power through the military conquests, his sister Lucrezia solidified the family's influence through strategic marriages. A year after Rodrigo became Pope, he arranged Lucrezia's first marriage to Giovanni Sforza, the Lord of Pesaro. This marriage provided the Borgias to have control over key territories, particularly the city of Pesaro, a vital city for trade routes in central Italy. However, this marriage was short-lived because the Pope decided that they needed more advantageous political alliances than the Sforzas, therefore ending the marriage by pressuring Giovanni to sign the annulment papers. Shortly after, Lucrezia was married to Alfonso of Aragon, Duke of Biscaya. This union strengthened the ties with the Kingdom of Naples and enhanced the Borgia's legitimacy among the Italian nobilities. However, this marriage also ended tragically due to Alfonso's mysterious death in 1500. Some speculate that Cesare might have orchestrated his death due to shifting political priorities. After the death of her second husband, Pope Alexander VI arranged yet another marriage, this time to Alfonso d'Este, Duke of Ferrara. At that time, the House of Ferrara was highly respected in Italian nobility. By having Lucrezia marrying into this influential family, the Borgia would not only gain military and political support, but also legitimacy and prestige. Also, out of the three marriages, this union proved to be most successful and stable for Lucrezia. Despite her family's reputation, Lucrezia managed to gain respect and admiration from the Ferrarese nobility and navigated the court politics effectively. Her influence in Ferrara remained intact even after the fall of the Borgia family. The youngest of the siblings was Goffredo, who was the least known member of the Borgia family. His lack of interest in politics and power often left him overshadowed by his more famous siblings like Cesare and Lucrezia. However, he still played a part in extending the family's influence. By the order of his father, Goffredo was married to Santa of Aragon, the daughter of Alfonso II of Naples. However, their marriage was said to be unhappy, and many suggested that Santa frequently had affairs with both of Goffredo's brothers, Juan and Cesare. Sancha died in the year 1506, and Goffredo later remarried. this time to Sancha's cousin Maria de Mila of Aragon. Together, they had 3 daughters and a son, who later on inherited Goffredo's lands and title, the Prince of Squillace. So what do you think? Were the Borgia children victims of their father's ambition, or were they players in their own right?